What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Do React. You know the show where we keep you guys up to date on what's going on out here in these YouTube streets. Guys, today we got ourselves a jam-packed episode because what are we talking about? Some big news within this space right now that everyone's talking about, and I don't see the big reason why we're all freaking out about, right? And the other one is actually quite surprising. So the first story we're going to be covering here today is going to be the Tate brothers. All right, yes, that's right, the Tate brothers. Y'all remember last time we covered them, right? It was it wasn't too pretty. It actually did not look too good. Well, these individuals are back in the news again and actually were just recently arrested and released from a prison in Romania, or in Bucharest, I believe, where they were essentially arrested for either grape charges, trafficking charges, and drug charges as well. So it's a pretty big case that they're facing right there in Bucharest, and there's lots of moving parts intertwined into it, okay? And the second story we're going to be covering is the Cam Newton controversy, which I don't see it much as a controversy at all. I just think it's more people just kind of losing their minds and dropping their heads all over what a man said, what a black man said. And another thing is, I find it very interesting because if you listen to the outrage that's all over the place, you would have thought Cam Newton said death to America or death to all women, right? Because I was hearing this stuff, I'm like, okay, whatever he said to draw this kind of ire, it must have been bad, right? And then you look at it, it's up to be discussed, and we're going to be talking about that right here. So yes, the first story we're going to be covering is going to be the Tate brothers, right? Andrew and Tristan Tate getting arrested in Bucharest, right? So what is the situation going on behind that? Because everyone's kind of losing their mind, and just like the Tate brothers, there's not really a whole lot of information known about it, right? So going into it, what we can basically gather from the evidence that's out there right now is that apparently there was a girl from America who wound up over at the Tate mansion during a party, and there was some incident where the girl's boyfriend, who basically caught on, came to the party, and there was a bunch of things going on, things that were said. Eventually the cops were called, and the Tate brothers were hauled off to prison under charges. Now Andrew Tate did end up coming in and saying, hey, this charges were bullshit, the girl lied, X, Y, and Z. We'll go through the video and all that different things, and there are certain things to kind of support that his side of the story too as well. For instance, you're in a foreign country and you're in a foreign prison and they let you go, so either they couldn't find a whole lot of evidence, or maybe some briberies. We don't know what's going on in there, but what we do know is that they are out right now, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be as big as what the internet's claiming to be. But then again, I might be wrong, actually. Okay, so we'll just take a look at the evidence, and then we'll go ahead and have you guys make that decision. But who are the Tate brothers? For those of you guys who don't know or not familiar with these guys, well, the Tate brothers, they've basically been in the manosphere space for quite a while. I don't know if they would consider themselves manosphere, but they hang out with the likes of Fresh and Fit a lot, and there's actually a good reason why, which we'll get to in a second. But I guess you can kind of call him that because he gives a lot of male self-improvement, and next to Fresh and Fit, he also has the second largest army of simps that will come to his defense at his beck and call. Okay, like, I shit you not, you go back to the last Tate video that I put up, and it was a video of him literally beating a girl with a belt, okay? And these guys flocked to the comment section and basically was simping for their great daddies, because their daddies, who to them was infallible, and Tate's a god, right? Which I have never seen. If you thought Lord Marquard's god level complex was crazy, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? But that's who the Tate brothers is, okay? Our resident UK fuckboy millionaire, all right, with the god complex that also personally believes that he is James Bond, all right? And then you got Tristan, his lesser known brother with hair, essentially is on that same bullshit too, okay? So that's essentially them in a nutshell. How they gained the prominence and how they became multi-millionaires is they had this webcam business that basically basically had a bunch of girls that would charge a couple bucks a minute, and they would talk to a lot of guys who were desperate for dealing with women, right? Does that sound familiar with some of these guys that we have coming out here? If it does, allow me to continue and elaborate for you, okay? Because what they would do is get these girls in one house and have them calling up these dudes with literally either lies or like pretend to be in the worst financial or medical situations. So they will lie about, medical debts. They will lie about financial student loan debts. They will even lie about their grandma dying. Like, that's how crazy that shit is. They will lie about their own grandma dying, tricking these young unsuspecting males or suspecting males, and some of them, right, to basically believe that the baby they've been talking to overseas for so long is in trouble. And the captain save a whole energy just gotta come out of these brothers. Some of them even selling out their own inheritance just for a taste of what that potential conversation would be like. And then it comes to find out a lot of these guys weren't really actually talking to those women, because some of those women were imported from Romania. A lot of them didn't even know how to speak or type English. They actually had a full-on crew typing on behalf of these girls, so these girls can basically make money off of these guys. And this amassed the Tate brothers a massive fortune of wealth, where they're driving around in supercars, sports cars, living in mansions, and just doing this lavish parties and lifestyle, right? But that's who they are in a nutshell. And for those of you guys who are looking at me right now in this monologue saying, oh,
well, dude, that's a lie. He's not actually scamming people.
Let me go ahead and just back that a little bit, because I'm actually going to read proof of an interview they did about 3 to 4 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks, okay, of them basically admitting that their webcamming business was a total sham. So just keep that in mind. The fake it till you make it game is real with almost everyone in this internet space. Everyone that has that quick blow up when they're so arrogant about their money, they're so flashy about the financial status. Okay, y'all got to understand that these dudes are either faking it till they make it, or they not really living that life. Even look at guys like Dan Bilzerian, for example, right? Dan Bilzerian lived that arrogant type of lifestyle. Now, am I comparing Dan Bilzerian to Andrew Tate? No, I think Andrew Tate is far worse, right? And not worse as an individual, because that's what y'all tend to get misconstrued out here. I don't think he's the worst as an individual. I think like something genuinely mentally is wrong with that man. Like, this man literally believes he is God's gift to earth.
Okay, you go to your job. Crazy. You get paid your wages, and you're like, how did Tate get all that money? That guy has $100 million. And here I am, slaving away. And maybe at the end of the month, I might get 5,000 or 6,000. I can pay my 401k. I know it's easy to look at me and realize that I'm a better specimen of man. In fact, not only am I a better specimen of man, I am actually fulfilled with divine purpose. I'm one of God's favorites. Imagine you're God. You're building people up. You're going to end up going, you know what? Let me make it really cool. I mean, you make the peons and the peasants, and then you're like, you know, let me just make a real badass, just to see what happens. I'm God's favorite. So
I shit you not. This guy believes that he's God's gift to earth. He's having such a main character moment. It's not even funny. So that's why I found it odd. But like, people with those arrogant kind of God complex always rub me the wrong way. But that's just who they are, right? So the Dan Bilzerians of the world, literally, man, they come in here fronting like they got all this stuff, right? Not saying he's not a millionaire, but the way they got their money isn't so legitimate, or through these business entrepreneurship means that these guys like to originally try to put out there, right? So with that being said, that's the whole Andrew Tate situation in a nutshell that we're gonna dive on in, okay? And breaking down Cam Newton, y'all already know who Cam Newton is, okay? Y'all don't mess with Cam, baby. So he's in the news right now with a bunch of controversy, and what's going on is around what he said, particularly about his own preference. And the internet went crazy. Particularly bad bitches on the internet went crazy. And essentially, Cam Newton basically said this thing of, hey, listen, baby.
I know you're a bad bitch and all on Instagram showing your ass and shit, and you all about your paper, but I need a woman I need a woman to take care of me while I take care of her, if you know what I'm saying, right? And she gotta learn how to cook.
Now, here's the thing, all right? If you want to, the fastest way to get canceled is talk about a woman not knowing how to cook. If you talk about a woman not knowing how to cook, you point out those flaws because most women don't know how to cook. I mean, most women and men, but like, particularly women, right? Because, hey, listen, women, the reason why I harp on this, because every time a man asks what you bring to the table, right, you always divert to the cooking and cleaning, but none of y'all do cooking and cleaning. So I don't know why that's such a big complaint to y'all right now, right? But obviously, I digress. Cam Newton basically said the ideal woman would be a traditional woman because that's the kind of woman he's grow up to see his mom and his dad engage together with for over 36 years of their marriage, right? So you would think that what he said, especially those of you guys who are in the space, you know, it probably wasn't too crazy. It seemed pretty much right along the lines of what Cam Newton would probably want or say, right? And who would have a problem with that? Well, you're wrong, because a lot of people actually had a problem with that. A lot of people who are undercover bad bitches or who believe that they're bad bitches, okay, have a problem with that. And then the other side of people who also have a problem with that are clout chasers, all right? The guys who just want to come out there and say, oh, kind of, you're bad. You're bad. You're so misogynistic. Oh, absolutely. Yes, you suck. You suck. You want a woman to cook and clean. Oh, my God, you're horrible, right? So we're going to go into that video and the conversation and break that down too as well, because I personally think Cam Newton, it is getting a unfair shake right now, and that's not gonna fly because Cam Newton's my dog, and any one of y'all messing with Cam Newton, we're gonna have to look at your paperwork, okay? So we're gonna examine some of the paperwork of the individuals who are talking all this stuff and crying, oh, woe is me, and see if their argument and their grievances are actually credible, okay? So with that being said, listen, today, guys, we got ourselves a jam-packed episode. Guys, like I said before, man, if you're not already subscribed to the Duke and Don channel, okay, I don't know what to tell you, okay, because you are missing out on key information here out in these YouTube streets. So if you want to go ahead and make sure that your ass gets stayed informed, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification right at the top to let YouTube let you know whenever we in these streets. Yo, I swear to y'all, bro, like, I'm gonna break this couch. I'm not joking. I'm not freaking joking. I might break this couch, but I'm gonna let y'all know something, okay? Okay, I low-key like jumping on this motherfucker, okay? It's just too much fucking fun. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, like I said, we're gonna be talking about the Tate brothers, right? And essentially, not a lot of people know what's going on with this situation. Like I said, the Tate brothers, I mean, they're famous and popular, but not as famous as popular as you might actually think, right? Or one would want to think. So right now they're going through some issues. Not a lot of people really understand or know what's going on regarding the issue or circumstances surrounding their arrest. But I'll let Andrew Tate go ahead and explain that for you, okay? We came across a video of them coming out of that prison and a reporter basically asking them what the hell is going on. And you guys can hear with Andrew Tate's own word how that whole shit played out and how the whole stuff went down, okay? So let's go ahead and get this video. Please let me know if you guys can hear the audio, okay? I know we don't want the mic popping, but if we pop it, you know, we pop it. I just don't want the mic to be, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and play this thing. And yeah, what the fuck happened? Why was the Tate brothers arrested for sex trafficking and graping? Okay, and somebody call Mr. Organics. Okay, somebody make a phone call to the Fruit Loop Bandit. You know, the coyote, the trafficker, the guy who was doing stuff with Mexicans across the border. Yeah. Somebody call him. Call the Fruit Loop Bandit. Okay, and let him know there's a new trafficker in town, and his name is Andrew Tate, or I'm sorry, Lord Tate. Hey guys, listen, new rule. Any of these goddamn manosphere dudes or goddamn super alpha male wannabes, right? If they out here with this kind of attitude like Saint the Sinner, go ahead and call them, put a Lord right before their name, okay? I call them a Lord Tate, okay? Because this is how these guys would like to be addressed. So don't you dare disrespect them, okay? You gotta give them the title that they deserve. So let's go ahead and play Lord Tate's version of the story.
În care au fost implicați.
Hello, Andrew. You're the man of the day.
I'm always the man of the day for some reason.
Yeah, this one is a quite serious reason, and I would like to ask you a few minutes to talk to me.
Serious reason. It's not a serious reason. It's bullshit.
That's not what the police says.
The police thought I did something wrong. Why am I here on the street?
Yeah, that's true as well. I want to ask you, is that true that you sequestered an American girl in your flat here in Pipera?
Listen, I ask girls to leave. I do not try and make them stay. It's absolutely not true. I can't talk about the case because it's still pending, but I'll give you a very short version. Some girl was at the house. I saw her once. Many girls come for parties, etc. Her boyfriend caught her there, and she told a bunch of lies to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend called the police. It's stupid.
So there you go. That's at least the general gist of it, right? He got a girl over. The girl's boyfriend came over, got pissed off. The girl didn't want to get in trouble with her boyfriend because she's at a millionaire Tate person's house, and we don't know if she was getting banged out or whatever the hell was going on, right? And he's upset, so she pulls the Grape and trafficking card, and now they end up in prison, or at least the authorities were called on them, and now they end up in jail, now being released. And obviously, this is what kind of goes to support his case too as well. I don't think that it's going to be anything serious, especially if they let him out of prison. And you guys know how they are in those type of countries, man. Like, listen, politics and all that shit reign supreme. Okay, if you do some shit that may be in opposition to the government, the police will get you. They'll get you. They'll hold you. They don't give a fuck if you're a millionaire. They can jack your properties like that, right? Because that country, it's all like these guys have. They're real thugs out there. They're real fucking thugs in that country, man. They don't play. So the fact that they let him out and he's out here talking and doing his thing just leads credence to that story of, you know, the girl kind of fibbing. Let's go ahead and roll the tape.
How did the American girl arrive in Bucharest?
I don't know, a plane, I guess. I don't think she swam, so I guess she took a plane.
Did you pay for the plane?
No. And then her stupid boyfriend made some phone calls to some embassy, some bullshit. I'm a big man with big problems.
Did she have the phone all the time with her?
Of course she did. And she's not even pretty. This girl's...
Listen.
I don't have time.
Listen,
I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy with big problems, okay? All right, I'm a big alleged trafficking boy with big problems, okay? When was the last time you ever seen a bald trafficker, okay, that has also big problems? All right, you ain't ever seen another one with big problems like me. All right, not even a Fruit Loop bandit. He don't even count in this one, okay? I'm the only Lord that matters.
Guys, you notice that the Tate guy, right? This guy, Lord Marquardt, and Mr. Organics, aka the Fruit Loop Bandit, right? They all possess the same personality traits. You notice that extreme narcissism is just crazy to me. But let's go ahead and continue.
For this bullshit, like, I'm a big man with big problems. I'm doing important things. Some girl and her boyfriend made a stupid phone call. I didn't do anything wrong.
What about the rape accusation? There is a Moldavian girl that says that you raped her.
That's not true at all. You make up.
Do you know her? She's been to your house?
Lots of people have been to my house. It's all bullshit.
Did she's been to her house? To your house?
Listen, I am a good man, a man of God. I have yet to ever go to jail for committing any crime. I'm not a desperate man. I do not need to commit crime.
Stop. I can't stand when people say I'm a good man this, I'm a good man, a man of God. You certainly don't live like a man of God. You better shut that shit down, boy. Stop it.
Crimes. It's not something I'm interested in.
Just tell me about this accusation.
Girls make stupid phone calls. That's it.
Where are the girls now?
I don't know. Ask the police. They made stupid phone calls and they talked a bunch of shit. It's all.
How come you've been accused for rape and you had a party last night full of girls?
That's why I'm back on the street, because it's all bullshit. The police even know it's bullshit. The girls are gonna get in trouble for fucking lying. It's all.
Do you have proofs?
Of course.
You have cameras all over?
Please, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Câteva minute înainte ca reporterul Extra Night Show să înceapă transmisiunea directă din fața vilei fraților Tate, s-au deschis porțile, iar controversații oamenii de afaceri au apărut cu o sticlă de vodcă în mână. A urmat.
So apparently this is them right after they got out of prison and they're throwing a massive party. I just find it hilarious. The bald one is Andrew, and then the other guy is Tristan, the one with hair. I mean, damn, Tristan, I did not know you had a couple extra pounds you carry in there. I mean, it looks like whatever weight Andrew Tate lost, you found it. Matter of fact, whatever hair he lost, looks like you found that shit too. damn, how the hell y'all twin brothers and you got more hair than he does? Listen, if my brother had more a stronger hairline than I do, I'd be low-key kind of jealous, okay? Because my hairline is low-key kind of like fading backwards a little bit. I'm running trying to catch up to that motherfucker that's moving. So I'll be like, hey, bro, you're supposed to be my twin. How the fuck you not going bald yet? Time out.
Un dialog ciudat.
My name is Horatiu Tudor.
I don't care what your name is.
Așa.
Thirsty.
Eu sunt Tristan.
You've been out here a long time.
Ne-am mai văzut? Oh, ok.
Trebuie să bei ceva cu mine.
Sigur că da, sigur că da. Sigur că da.
Drink.
Drink.
Pentru dumneavoastră.
Drink with us. You don't have one drink. You must have one drink. Drink the drink. If you want us to talk, you must drink.
Ce faceți?
Romania.
Intrăm imediat într-o transmisiune
Drink
directă.
the vodka, brother.
We wait for you to drink, man.
Come on,
Ok.
let's go. Here, noroc.
Ok, noroc. Ce faceți?
Drink.
Nu acum.
No, acum.
Look at how I can't stress this enough, right? Although on the surface this looks kind of funny and it's interesting, but people who are accustomed to reading individuals for a living, right? What I see is his battle to kind of keep dominance over the situation. You got a reporter here basically trying to collect the story, and a way for Andrew Tate to basically try to control the situation is say, hey, you want to come access to me? You want to have access to me right now? Okay, drink this alcohol. Motherfucker, he's on the job. Like, he's working right now, okay? And like, he's working on camera. He's got a live feed going from his camera all the way to his office. Like if the moment he touches that alcohol and he drinks it, it's a wrap. He's fired. He's not going to get a job. Listen, not everybody is a multi-millionaire like you, bruh. Like, we all don't have our own army of simps that we can make money from on a consistent basis, okay? Listen. The moment he sips that drink, it's a wrap for him, bro. Y'all live by different rules. And the fact that you don't recognize that, you're trying to, like, get this guy implicated in something, it's actually kind of interesting to me. But, like, it goes to the nature of this control freak type of attitude this guy has. It fits right in with this narcissistic God complex personality.
Mr. Tate, am mai cunoscut?
O domnișoară de naționalitate străină care s-a împrietenit cu unul dintre clienții mei, s-au cunoscut în America, apoi au continuat să discute în mediul online și a arătat intenția clară de a veni și a-l cunoaște mai bine în România, chestiune care s-a și întâmplat, s-a distrat, au fost zile frumoase și pare că mai apoi iubitul din America ar fi aflat.
I have no idea what they're saying. I have no idea what they said. The only thing I gotta say is it looks like they know how to throw a party. That's all I gotta say. It looks like they know how to throw a party. This shit look lit as hell, bro. But my thing is, you just got in trouble for a girl being, you know, a little shady when it came to how she ended up at your party, and you're doing the exact same thing. I guess that's the life. I don't know. I personally would be a little bit more cautious with my wealth, you know, because if I'm in a foreign country, you know, and there are women over there trying to accuse me of things that could potentially land me in prison, all right, especially a country where they're known to have gangsters, you know, milling about, running shit down there, I'd probably be a little bit more careful. Just saying. But it is what it is. I listen, I'm great value. I don't have Tate money, okay? I don't have a discount Bugatti. I'm just asking questions. That's it.
Te-a trimis un share location pe teama de a nu-l pierde, știu eu, asta este teoria acreditată de clienții mei, iar iubitul speriat, se pare că au anunțat autoritățile și eu doar vă pot preciza ce au spus clienții mei și mai pot spune că au și probe în sensul ăsta, respectiv discuțiile de pe telefon, când domnișoara respectivă s-a auto-invitat în România.
Cât timp a stat această tânără în România și implicit în casa fraților Tate?
Cam 8 zile a stat în România și cam jumătate din timp l-a petrecut în casa fraților Tate. Din cât am înțeles de la aceștia, s-a împrietenit cu prietenele fraților Tate, au participat la petreceri, s-au plimbat, a intenționat să-și achiziționeze, să-și închirieze un apartament, au fost cu agent imobiliar să vadă ce apartament poate să-și închirieze și-a arătat nemulțumirea față de ce găsise. Cam astea sunt datele pe care
ne spună ce părere au, adică...
Ia uite-le, vine
Da,
acum,
uitați,
Tristan.
Mr. Tate? Da.
Nu vor. Mă rog.
Da, așa cum puteți vedea și
se pare că
impresionantul parc de
avocații înțeleg că nu-i lasă
Da, nu-i lasă, dar, repet, au ieșit înainte de această transmisiune în direct și păreau destul de...
Bro, they got security guards and everything, bro. These motherfuckers living like drug lords. Like, I ain't even gonna jack. They living like drug lords right now. Hey, colorful bandit. Little bandit. Listen, all right? Them motherfuckers look like they real. I'm just saying, bro. I look at your collection of garages and your man shit. Matter of fact, it seems like you're raffling off your Lambo right now, bro. They got a whole Bugatti sitting in there. So you might want to give Tate Brothers a call. I know they're friends with your buddies, Fresh and Fit, but I think you going through your financial issues right now, you're going through. I'm sure the Tate Brothers will pick up the call after they're done with their trafficking case or whatnot. Because I know you. Matter of fact, they should call you because you know a thing or two about trafficking.
veseli, destul de amabili. Acum poate că lucrurile stau cu totul și cu totul altfel.
Da.
Bun.
Nu par nici acum foarte nervoși.
De asemenea, am reușit să vorbesc...
să facă urât că ești acolo.
Da. E adevărat. Am reușit să stau de vorbă și cu mama tinerei care a fost găsită în respectiva locație.
Da.
Sărtumiile.
Mă duc înapoi.
Da?
Da, păi mi-au trimis-o polițiștii acasă și am adus-o înapoi ca să nu e pierdere de bani.
Ați venit la petrecere, domnișoară, nu?
Da. Și să facem un pic curățenie, că a făcut mascate dezastru.
Am înțeles.
Da.
Și să-ți văd foarte bine utilată
bine,
și cu mopul, da?
Așa
ați dormit, da?
Da.
Și aveți și găleata, aveți și mopul.
Am și țigară, am și telefon, uitați și geantă, dau cu geanta așa și pleacă.
Domnișoarele sunt asistentele noastre, da? La curățenie.
Domnișoarele, am venit.
Ar trebui să nu mai mințiți atât în fața telespectatorilor.
I need to talk to him because I offer him vodka. I offer him vodka and he said no alcohol, like girl.
Yo, what are you talking about? He is literally at work. He's at work, dog. Like, there's the live feed camera connects his office. That's no different from walking up to your boss at work for anybody who's got a 9 to 5 and sparking up a joint, bro, and just smoking, bro. Like, it's bro, you're gonna get fired. That's no different than what he's doing. I don't care if it's Romania. You're playing off a stereotype right now, bro. The guy is at work. He's trying to be responsible so he can get the answers. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Just chill with that control shit.
Nu sunt.
Why you don't drink?
Nu putem pentru că suntem în timpul serviciului.
Because they are working now.
I can't drink no putum. Bro, you could have one vodka. What the fuck? Romania, what's wrong with you?
Are dreptate domnul Cobra, da?
In Romania we drink, no?
Cobra is right. He
No,
said
I'm
Cobra.
right. Cobra's always right. You should have had a vodka. You had vodka? If you had vodka, I would let you inside the house. You'd get exclusive.
Okay.
You don't drink.
No.
No.
E foarte amabil, Domnișoară, poate ne spui și eu cum e în vină, cum ați făcut curățenie, da?
Have a nice evening. Goodbye. Thank you.
Da, iată aceste imagini ale nopții în exclusiv.
Dude's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro. Hey, props to you for not drinking at work. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't take the bet unless he's willing to pay me more than what work's willing to pay me. I mean, that's pretty much it. But overall, I mean, you guys saw, the girls, even girls there willingly taking themselves there to, go have a good time or whatever the hell it is. So, it's up to y'all what y'all think about this pending case the Tate brothers are going to be facing right now. I personally think they're probably going to end up being it because, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of evidence to hold them on, especially when it's something as serious as grape and trafficking. Like that's something that if they have ample evidence of, they'll be able to hold you over. I think it was just, I would say the latter, but then again, it's a he said, she said until the truth comes out. And usually the truth tend to lie somewhere in the middle. But at the end of the day, what this has to just basically let y'all know is to be careful. When you're out there, when you're partying, when you're dealing with women, be careful. A lot of these guys who come from new money, they don't really understand, how to basically, live like the normal folks, right? Be accustomed to it. I mean, look at Warren Buffett. He comes from old money. This dude still drives the same car. Dude still has the same house, has enough money to buy most of these publicly traded companies moving about out here. I mean, look at Mark Zuckerberg. Wears the same shirt, wears the same jeans, okay, has more money than any of these motherfuckers will ever dream of having, okay? These guys are oligarchs, and they do their best to pretend to be normal people. Don't even get me started on Bill Gates, okay? Uncle Jerry wannabe motherfucker over here, bro. Like him. He tries to dress like he's your average day grandpa. And we know the fuck that he's not. He's one of those billionaire titans, dog. So listen, when you come from new money, I get it. You want to flash, you want to show off, you want to do all this stuff for the girls, you know, all this different stuff party. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying there's a reason why a lot of guys who come from old money don't do shit like this, right? Because it's called risk mitigation. Okay, they want to mitigate their risk. And women, loose women, okay, women that show up to parties like that, right? Women who are potentially paid to show up for a party like that to have a good time, right? Listen, they come with the fuck ton of liabilities, dude, like the ones you guys are facing right now. Again, I've seen some issues with the whole Title IX with kids from universities and stuff like that. You guys need to be careful out here when you're dealing with some of these women who are fast and thinking fast too, okay? You guys got to be on your fucking ball. But, you know, I would say, you know, best of luck in dealing with y'all are dealing with. If it's true though, hey, y'all are mad horrible for doing that shit. But I don't see, even just looking at the video, I don't see any evidence that, you know, there's human trafficking going on or things like that. And then again, I might be wrong, but you guys also saw on the tape, the authorities took the tapes, or they took pretty much what they considered as evidence, and I'm sure they'll be processing all of that through. So they seem pretty confident they're gonna beat it. It is what it is. But if it is true, I'm not surprised, dude. This guy's been caught on tape basically beating this girl with a belt. I mean, what else would you want to say? What else do you expect out of a guy like that, right? I mean, the whole personality thing, like I already called it. I mean, he's extreme narcissism with a God complex. Like, I mean, I'm talking about superior God complex, even more superior than Lil Marquardt. Just saying. These guys, man, they all have issues, and a lot of the traits that they teach you, it's not how to be a good person, it's just how to be a piece of shit. It really is what it is. And these guys, I mean, they're the biggest dickheads in the world. And if you don't believe me, let me just show y'all one thing real quick. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this article just to show you I'm not dicking around here. Like, these guys are actually known for scamming their own audience, and not even their own audience, even guys who, you know, try to support them. Let me go ahead and play this real quick. Or not play this. Actually, we'll go over this article that happened like 4 weeks ago. So this article is by a writer that did an interview with Tate, right? How it came to be, you know, how they came to make their money as millionaires. And this was done about 4 weeks. And the Tate brothers, in this particular interview they did with this woman, basically admitted that they have been scamming their audiences, right? The people who actually buy into this. Let's read on. Two brothers are raking in millions from webcam sites where men hand over a fortune as they fall for models' fake sob stories. Callous, Tristan, and Andrew Tate admit that business is a total scam. That's not me saying it. They admit themselves that their business is a total scam. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, okay? Not saying they're not millionaires. I'm saying they admit how they became millionaires was a total scam. That's in quotations. That's in quotations. If this was false statement, they could be sued right now. And so far, the Tate brothers have not come out against this. They know this is real. They said it's a total scam. They say authorities cannot stop them. They claim to run a studio where 75 lingerie-clad models take calls from fans paying $4 a minute. Jesus Christ. At least it's better than Richard Cooper's $50 a minute or $60 a minute, right? Punters can ask for private photos or shows and pay tips at their own risk. Tristan says one man handed over $20,000 of his own inheritance while others have run up huge debt. And the kickboxing brothers raised on a council estate sit back and watch the money roll in. I'm doing a voice right now. Tristan, 33, and Andrew, 35, own 22 cars, including a Bugatti, a Rolls Royce, a Ferrari, 2 Lamborghinis, a $650,000 Aston Martin Valhalla on order. Goddamn, these boys really living it out here. Wow. Look at all this. Tristan and Andrew own 22 supercars. They once had a private jet. Both have paused up with guns. And Andrew, 35, who was on TV's Big Brother in 2016, was pictured counting mounds of cash. Some of their customers fall believe that they can have real relationship with the women they see on screen. But Tristan brazenly told the Sunday Mirror it's all a big scam and bragged he doesn't feel any guilt because no one cares and it's their problem, not mine. This is the same kind of attitude these fanboys love. They love it about the Tate brothers. They absolutely love the callous, uncaring nature of these dudes and how they basically not considering the fact they're actually being robbed by these same guys, but they just love the aspects of it. That's why, like, these Tate fans, like, y'all want to see something crazy? Come back in this video after 8 hours. After 8 hours, not even 8 hours, pretty much after this live stream is posted, right? Come back and watch these guys in the comment section vehemently defend their daddies because they're defending something they don't really understand. That's how you know they're in a cult and they don't realize it. But they're being scammed and their leaders are letting them know. The brothers grew up in Luton, setting up their first webcam studio in a 2-bedroom flat in the bedroom town of a decade ago. After 3 years, they moved to Romania, saying the UK had gone downhill. They have women on a number of CD sites. Operators take 40% cut, and the rest goes to the studio. More punters hand over the more money they earn. Someone will claim to have crippling university debt, a family member in need of private health care, or a dream moving to the UK. Sometimes even telling the men they want to meet them. Wow. Hey, guys, does this sound familiar? It sounds like you were running one giant catfishing scam. Like, that's what it is. Andrew and Tristan made their millions off of a catfish agency using models to lure in desperate men. And those same desperate men are the same dudes calling them daddy, calling them G, calling them God. Like, you guys are wild to me. They came from scamming y'all. They literally told girls to lie about their financial situations so y'all could play Captain Save-A-Ho because that's what you guys naturally want to do. You guys are the biggest simps out there. Y'all in the UK following this nonsense, and some of y'all in the US following this nonsense. Y'all the biggest simps. Y'all don't want to realize that. And yeah, I'm talking to you fresh and fit boys too, because y'all share the same audiences and don't realize that. Y'all commonality is basically OnlyFans girls or girls who do webcam business, right? Because they follow the same type of dudes that follow Fresh and Fit. That's why these guys go on these platforms, because they need the new fresh meat, new blood. Guys are gonna call them God, G, and worship their every foot without questioning it, without realizing the background it came from. A lot of them will see this kind of news and say, "Oh no, you just hate." Nah, why would I want to hate on the guy that's actively scamming you guys right now? Like, why would I want to hate on somebody who's scamming you right now to make millions? Sure. Let's continue. There's them, pretend to be James Bond again. Whatever excuse is, it's a lie, right? Tristan said he believes he's beyond reach of authorities because of 2 lines in the terms and conditions. He said one is broadcasting for entertainment purposes only. That means if a model says she has a sick dog or a sick grandma, it doesn't have to be true. That's very interesting. So if she lies, it's considered entertainment purposes. So if I said my grandma's died from cancer, it's not really lying because she's not really dying from cancer. It's just advertising and entertainment purposes only. I'm using my grandma's cancer for entertainment purposes. So you guys who are potentially simps can fall for my sob story and give me money. That's crazy to me. He says other TNC claims if they're implying different things and it's beyond the scope of that online contract, that's not okay. A term of a contract has to be fair. You can't just be unilateral in term in there, say everything we do is fine. Well, they're the Tate brothers and they haven't really faced consequences. So, I guess in their minds, everything they do is fine. I mean, we're all upset about it. Let's just let them do what it is. Andrew said one of the models they took to Bucharest used the name Chloe. Viewers were told she was in London, making her seem more attainable for UK men. Andrew added $4 a minute to keep her company was a good deal. However, she made her real money because men fall in love with her and they believe her fake story and tip thousands to keep her attention and stop other men from seeing her. Wow. So all the good men, this is where they end up. All these guys that claim to be good men, right? This is who they really are. This is who they really are. They're guys who are insecure, self-conscious, desperate, and above all else, possessive. A reason why they're giving these chicks money is because they're saying, hey, I'm basically trying to buy your loyalty. I'm trying to buy your exclusivity. I want to buy it. She's lying and these guys fall in love. So when these people get mad at me for saying, hey, you dudes fall in love too freaking quick. A lot of you dudes are wired to fall in love quick. That's why you guys are simps. When you guys come around pretending and putting this shell, you're talking to a nigga that knows you already. You're a simp. Because behind the scenes, you fall in love too quickly. Even when the face of the personality was sleeping, our girls behind the scenes would use Chloe's phone and constantly work on the relationship with her boyfriend. So they're not even talking to a real person. The name's not real. The people, even the person they're engaging with on the phone or on Messenger isn't real. It's just another team of people. And these guys are ready to drop everything to give it to her. Does that sound familiar? It kind of does to me. But let's continue. It's a total scam. The model just has their hands on a keyboard that isn't even plugged in. I have a real professional who are fluent in English behind the scenes, getting men hooked, finding out their interests, the name of their dog. A guy will come online and they'll say, how Sparky? It's an operation of professionals who lure men in. Tristan said 80% of the money earned by the British models came from men in the UK, which, I mean, you guys are desperate fucks. But if a model is Slovakian, 80% comes from Americans. Oh, Americans got exposed too. God damn. So this 80-20 rule these red pill guys like to talk about, I know where 80% of them are going. I know where 80% of those dudes in the US are going. They're going to the pocketbooks of Tristan and Andrew Tate. So any of these red pill guys spewing any of these facts, this is who they really are right the here. He said that he once tried to stop a man for spending $20,000 of his own inheritance on Chloe, but gave up when the punter came back weeks later and gave the money to another woman. See, I'm telling you, dude, simps cannot be helped. Yo, I'm letting you know, simps cannot be helped. If it wasn't a fake woman, it'd be another fake woman. The underlying thing is these guys are desperate. So, when the guy deleted stuff from the site, came back, visited another site that they owned, Tristan was like, yeah, fuck that dude. Take it for everything. And I'm glad he did that. No, I support him. No, fuck you. If you want to give your grandma's inheritance to a woman that's not even real, you deserve to lose it. Guys like you don't even deserve. This is why there's an evolutionary scale and certain people don't make it. Okay? Man, just being that poor grandma who worked tirelessly, right, throughout your entire life to build up a wealth, to give it into a house, all right? And, when you die, you're going to pass it on to your kids, and then one of your kids is giving it to a girl that isn't even real on a webcam business in hopes of getting a relationship. Imagine that. Your entire life's work and legacy gone to an OnlyFans broad. That's got to be really sad, but it shows you the nature of how these desperate guys are. Tristan says he runs a legitimate business, and if they abuse it, it's their problem. Okay, that's nice. He added the addiction in terms of beautiful women you think might be in love with you. The addiction is very real. I've seen it crush them. They've turned violent and angry when they run out of money and realize the models aren't going to move to Utah and be with them in their trailer. What did I say? What did I say? And you guys want to run around here pretending you're a good man. No, you're not. Because these are the same guys that come up here and say, oh, fuck these bitches. They're all hoes anyways. No, you willingly walked into the situation and the woman let you. You didn't demand anything. You didn't do anything. You just willingly did this out of your own freaking will. And these are the same kind of dude that experienced that red pill rage. Well, why is she with a guy like me? I could have given her everything. Did she ask you for everything? How about you actually just listen to what she wants instead of putting these ideals on her just because she looks beautiful? Because guys, we tend to do that. We see a beautiful looking girl, we start putting all these different wants and future aspirations with her. Building these fantasies up in our heads of what this beautiful girl might be at. And in reality, she might just be an asshole. And she will only fuck guys who see her for what she is. But y'all go back to your fucking trailers with your dick in your hands, crying because you ran out of money. You thought you were actually gonna get something, didn't you? Just like some of the red pill guys say in this space, why buy the cow if the milk's free? The same thing these girls are thinking. Why move to Utah and be with this guy when I could just chill right here and just get the money? I'm already getting the money anyways. I'm already getting the provision. Why do I need to move in with this guy? He's willing to just hand it up because he wants to be a little Captain Saberho and thinks that's the quickest way to my pants. It's not. And these are the same guys that turn violent and angry when they run out of money. Now imagine if that girl actually said, you know what, this guy take care of my school bills and stuff like that. You know what, let me go fly over to Utah and live in this guy's trailer because he's been so good to me overseas. Either way, he's already proven he's not financially savvy because he's invested in a girl he barely knows. So what happens when he actually runs out of money? Is he going to turn violent and angry? And if he turns violent and angry, what is he going to do to you? These are the same kind of personality archetypes that get really abusive. That a lot of these nice guys or these guys that claim they're good guys, they're really assholes. They're really assholes who are trying to play a different game because they're too scared to just be themselves and just be the inner asshole that they're trying to hide the fact that they are. Just saying. But there you go. For those of you guys don't believe me that the Tate brothers are scamming out here, there's their own truth. There's the truth in their own words. They build fake website companies. The girls aren't even real. And then these guys, desperate men, give up their entire inheritance, okay, just to get a whiff of whatever these fake girls are doing. So it's one giant catfish scam. That's what these guys are known for. And now, you know, they're also known for trafficking now. So we'll see what plays out in this case. Again, it doesn't seem like there's any credibility to this particular story, but you know, it's still fresh, so reports are still out. Next story, we're going to be talking about Cam Newton, okay? Because Cam Newton, the whole issue that's been going on, I find it very interesting that people are freaking out. And when I watched the video, I couldn't believe this is the video that people were freaking out about. Matter of fact, I firmly, strongly believe now that y'all will just look for anything. Y'all look just anything to get mad. We have too much time on our hands. But this particular video basically set the internet on fire because people couldn't believe that Cam Newton would say this about women. And I shit you not, I didn't see a huge problem in what he said, but I want you guys to watch this with me to let me know if you guys noticed.
What was that like? How was that?
So I'm not one of these dudes that be like, bro, I'm gutter, I'm this, I'm that. Man, I had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, you know, girl, I'm a bad bitch. You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
You know, and it's a lot of women who are bad bitches. And I say bitches in a way, not to degrade a woman, but just to go off.
I'd call them bitches. They call themselves bad bitches. They all call themselves bad bitches. I find him being very respectful here. Listen, y'all already know me. I got no filters, people. Okay, I call them broads, bitches. You know, it is what it is, right? But and I'm working on it, guys. Okay, please, Lord have mercy on my soul. Okay, Lord knows I need help. I told you I wasn't a good man. I told you I had problems. Like I'm an ain't shit nigga out here. Okay, I'm just out here living. But listen, he's being respectful. I don't get what the big dealio was. People are just losing their minds. He's being respectful in my eyes. I mean, what's wrong with what he's saying?
Off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Now, a lot of women, now the kid.
So right there, that was pretty much it. That's the part that everyone is losing their minds out of. Now, you guys in the chat right now, let me know. Was that something that is worth canceling Cam Newton over? Because I didn't see what the big deal was. He's saying what all guys basically want in a woman, what every guy wants, and you know what, even a high value man like Cam Newton, right? Which is crazy because it just seems like a basic thing. That this is what every guy wants. They want a woman who can handle their business, not this woman that wants to stay at home all day, right? A woman who can handle her business, but still when she comes home has that soft spot like she would have for her children, right? Like she would like at least give her man something, right? Well, you know how when girls get pissed off at guys when they get in a relationship and the guys get lazy? Right, that's the exact same thing. They just want a guy to basically, a woman to basically cater to them and their needs. And not saying that they want you to cater to them financially, right? If you can cook, that's another thing. Listen, the way to a man's heart is his stomach. And listen, that's an old wives' tale that still holds true. If you want a man to really be locked in on you, you got to learn how to cook. You got to learn how to win his heart. And the best way to do that is through his stomach. For a lot of dudes, you can feed them and they'll be great. They'll be loyal to you. We're like dogs, bro. Like what are you talking about? Woof, motherfucker, give me my fucking meat. Like, what you talking about? Right? Dog got to get that bone, baby. But it is what it is. But let's look at the outrage that was conceived out of this. And I didn't think it was really warranted based off of what was said. But I digress. Let's go ahead and continue.
Arrested is not feminine. Standing up for y'all is not feminine. And you cannot expect someone to cape, someone to be superwoman for y'all at every turn, whether it's remothering you because you have a terrible relationship with your mother, which that's all that it gives me.
Stop. What the fuck are you? How does that give you those vibes? Oh, by the way, the mother of Cam Newton is also a black woman. And she's been married to her husband for 36 years. And you would know that if you watch the actual video. He just said that. He wants a woman like the woman his daddy's got because she's been with him for 36 years through all the bullshit. What was the longest relationship you had, woman? So you're shitting on his mom, who's also a woman that shares your reflection? I find that very interesting. And how is he ain't shit that has a bad relationship with his mom? Because his mom has been in a relationship for 36 years with her man. She learned how to be together. She's learned how to cater. And he just wants a woman like his mom. And that's a problem for you. But that's great. Because if it's a problem for you, you would never be in Cam Newton's radar. See, it's women who want to do the things that he's talking about that will end up being his wife. Now, this is crazy to me. It's a whole boss mentality. The boss bitch mentality are the ones that are getting upset because Cam Newton wouldn't date a girl like that, right? And to their point, it makes sense because a whole reason why these bitches became bad bitches was to land guys like Cam Newton. And they're realizing now that Cam Newton don't even want guys like that, right? Because if you think about it, all throughout this time where these girls were trying to be bad bitches, getting their hair done, getting their weave done, doing OnlyFans so they can get this extra money to go to Miami and thaw it out so they can get a chance with these men, right? They don't realize that a lot of you guys are making yourself over to be professional side chicks. That's a boss chick. A boss chick is a professional side chick, okay? You will never, ever land a real man. That's just what it is, right? So you get your shit done, get it all ready, just to find out the truth, the red pill truth, that the same guys you're getting all these cosmetic stuff for, you're getting all this hair and shit for, they don't want to wife you up in the end. They actually want to wife up the average looking chick, the chick that doesn't look like a side chick, the one that looks like wifey material. And these women are upset. They're actually genuinely upset. That's why they're acting as though Cam Newton said those things to them personally.
A lot of y'all are giving me, you love pussy and hate your mom. That's very much what it gives. Y'all love pussy and hate women.
One and only response to Cam Newton's interview, and if you didn't see it, here's the gist. You can only be a bad bitch or a true woman if you fulfill a man's needs, okay? Let them speak, or you let them lead, okay?
What's wrong with that? Every girl complains about not having a real man, so why would you want to live in a house where you're pulling a Jada Smith on your man? Why would you want to basically emasculate your man and still have him be masculine? That don't make any sense. And he's not saying that if in order to be that's not what he said at all. Did you even watch the video, or are you just thinking with your emotions? Because it sounds like you're thinking with your emotions right now. You're acting like he said this shit to you, and he didn't say it to you. Okay, he said that bad bitches don't know how to control their tongue. They put away people around them. They only think about themselves. They don't even think about the people around them. Seriously, that's what bad bitches do. Like, no one likes bad bitches. I hope y'all understand that. No one likes bad bitches. Like, your boss bitches, boss babe, no one likes y'all. You guys are fun, but at the end of the day, anything serious, there's no one wants that. Because you're too much trouble. And when he's talking about control your mouth, is you guys fly off the handle. You think just saying what comes to your mouth and being out there makes you tough. Because there's no retaliation or whatsoever. But you got to understand, man, like, listen, words hurt. And when you out here saying shit and just running out at the mouth, like, it pushes people away. You think you're being tough and abrasive, but you're just being a bitch. That's why, like, you're fun to have fun with in the bedroom, because niggas, like, they will hate fuck the shit out of you because you're the most annoying person they've ever met. But after that, they're gone. And they're going to go find wifey material that isn't treating them like that, isn't running their mouth, and knows when to take a step back so the man becomes in charge. They don't feel emasculated.
Fair enough. No, not fair enough. It's 2022, babe. Wake up. Up. If you think I am doing things for a grown-ass man that he is fully capable of doing himself. I married a man, not a baby. Thank you very much. I will be a great wife someday. Believe that. But I am not at your every beck and call. You know why? Because I'm living my own life too, babe. Yeah, Kim, that wasn't it.
Time out. Hold on. Then what's the point of getting married? You're not going to get married. If you're just trying to do shit for yourself and yourself only, then you're not prepared for marriage. Like, what are you talking about? Marriage is a 2-person thing. Like, you guys need to join your lives into one. It's not you can't, because that almost sounds like you want to be married in name and not married in actual practice. Because married in practice, there's no individuality. He's catering your needs, which is financial protection and making sure you guys are all taken care of, whatever that his side may be. And you're also taking care of his needs. Fulfilling children, maybe it's cooking, maybe it's not cooking. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can compliment for his deficiencies. Be his Eve to his Adam. That's basically what it is. Be the missing piece. But if you're talking about, that's not it, I'm still go out here and live my life, boo, because I'm doing that. Well, then you're not ready to be a girlfriend, or not. You're not even ready to be a girlfriend. You're not even ready to be a wife. You're just a side chick material. That's it. And we don't have a problem with that. We just will never wife you, because why fucking wife you up when we get the milk for free? And that's what women like you don't understand about how men think. And Cam Newton, a high-value man, is letting you know what he wants. And you guys are fighting that. And you wake up 10, 15 years later wondering, why won't this guy wife me up? Because you already showed him what you're all about. You're not ready for a relationship, girl. All right, let's see what this lady's all about.
The same tired conversation about the qualities that make a woman of substance. This man said that you need to be able to cook and know when to be quiet. Because that's what his mama did. Like, boy.
Wow, coming at his
Go
mama.
take your mama then.
Hold up. Let me I have something to say about that, because that lady's on some bullshit, okay? If I seem to remember, you're also dating a NFL player, right? And this particular NFL player doesn't seem like he's wifed you up yet, right? It's been, 6-7 years, and you still a girlfriend. You don't even realize you a side chick. Why? Because you are literally proving Cam Newton's point. And I'm going to tell you this. Cam Newton is a lot higher value than the dude you're dating right now. I think it's Jay something, whatever his name is, right? Tight end. You're running your mouth and not even realize your own home is not in order. After he dumps you and uses up all your youth that you have right now, because you're wasting time. You, right here, you're wasting time. And then he goes off and marries a girl who is wife material, right? Then what are you going to do? Oh, blame all men? Blame all black men? Who are you going to blame for this? See, girls like this don't realize the reason why this kind of statement affects them, that Cam Newton says, A, because he's the kind of man, ideal type of guy that they're looking for, but deep down they know that they're not that type of girl. Even with her and the current man she's dealing with right now, the current man she's dealing with is also in the NFL. By no means comparison to Cam Newton, but this guy cheats on her, basically just abuses her, treats her like trash. She's still with him, thinking that she's gonna get wifed up. Why? Because you think you're a bad bitch. You're nothing but an Instagram side chick. It is what it is. You've been branded. Everyone knows who you are. So you just getting mad at Cam Newton. You're really getting mad at yourself. You're wasting time. Matter of fact, you've wasted 7 years of it with a guy that doesn't even like you. And you don't even know it. And this is coming from a guy, because I'm a guy. I know how guys behave. If he's been with you for 6-7 years and you guys have not talked about wife material, you guys have not talk about the ring or anything like that, it's a wrap. You a side chick. And you see Cam Newton talking about, hey, cooking, cleaning. You realize you don't do any of those things for your man. You realize those are things that you can't fucking do. The same qualities he listed off in a bad bitch, you possess. And you're proving this point. You're a living proof of what he's talking about. Like, I think I just. So I honestly don't know what the big issue, like, you know, why you coming at him like that. Get your own house in order. Let's see what this white.
Yes, the big boy in the video that we just watched is Cam Newton. He is an NFL quarterback. For those of you who don't follow the NFL, he's currently a free agent, but I'm not really interested in talking about his sports career. I am interested in addressing what he said in that video, because he seems to think that he is God's gift to women. And
he is God's gift to women. Any woman would be thanking God every day they woke up if Cam Newton showed up on their doorstep on one knee with the ring ready to propose, hand over fist. They would be praying for God and thanking him, saying, Jesus, thank you for sending me a good man. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up.
And that, you know, he has the ability to pass judgment on women who don't fulfill certain roles that he feels they need to fulfill. And so in this rant, he's decided to essentially say that, look, women need to serve me, okay? And if they're not serving me, then they're really useless. And he equates so-called bad bitches with women who might feel empowered to pursue non-traditional roles in society.
What are those non-traditional roles? No, be honest. Be honest. You want to talk about thotting it up? OnlyFans, Instagram modeling, non-traditional roles? Come on, man. We all know. I don't give a fuck what you like to name. I am not wifing up a hoe. No man is. Like, if she an Instagram model, great. She's fun to look at. But ladies, if you don't like this truth, I don't know what else to tell you. Men don't want girls that guys can see all day, every day. Look at Maya Khalifa. Look at what is that one with the fake NFT scams? That one porn star with the NFT scam that she had. All right, is it Lena Paul or whatever the fuck it is? Right. Look at them. They're trying to get wifed up right now after their careers in porn. And now that they're out of the industry, like, they're trying to get married, but no one will wife them up because guys don't like hoes. Instagram, non-traditional roles, they like your client, however you like to put it. Guys don't like that. We don't wife that up. We have fun with it. We'll play around, but like, we already got our chick at home. We don't want to deal with all that. Too much. Too many guys have already dealt with it. Go be somebody else's problem. So if that's a non-traditional role you're speaking with, go ahead and just be honest about it. Say what it is. Say it. So people can get a clear context. But it's funny that, you know, I find that we live in a society where women can voice their preference all day long. But when a guy says, okay, I'm going to be respectful about this. I'm saying bad bitches, but, you know, I want to say this is not because they're bitches. I'm just saying, right? He could be as respectful as possible, stating his preference. And because he's a man, we should demonize him for it.
He's not in favor of that. And he elaborates on that. Like the super mature grown-up man with a superhero t-shirt and a goofy hat is telling us how women need to act. So notice he said, you know, women can, like, you know, they should be handling their own thing. Meaning they should work, they should be independent, they should be able to survive independently in this insane economy. But that's not good enough for this catch, Cam Newton, okay? You need to be able to bring him his slippers when he comes home from work. You need to be cooking for him. You need to be his personal servant. Because if you're not, then you ain't a woman.
Do you know why you need to do those things for Cam Newton? Because Cam Newton has more than enough money to pay for those things himself. A woman who comes in and does those things and goes above and beyond is a woman what's worth keeping. Like, if a man can already do everything, what's the point of dealing with a woman? There's no point but sex. That's it. And a lot of times, sex gets old. So why are we shaming him for his preferences? I don't get it. Like this girl's like mad salty. She doesn't even sound like she's really outraged. This sounds fake to me. And I was just looking her up, just even looking at that. This is the same kind of girl who basically got caught up trying to get into the whole Joe Rogan scandal and then got busted because there was a whole bunch of compilation clips of her saying the N-word. So we know how you feel about black people, chicka. Let this man have his own goddamn let him breathe. Making fun of his goofy hat and a superhero outfit. Girls will still flock to that shit. They don't give a fuck. I would guarantee you, they see Superman on his chest. They say, hey, listen, I'm a Superman fan too. They never in their lives watch a comic book, but then they see him, that he's into that. Girls will be into that too. Shut up.
What's missing in this exchange, in this conversation, is what the hell does Cam Newton offer to his female partners? Oh, that's
money, status, stability, protection, all those different things. And the simple thing of just cooking, or at least knowing how to cook so we can, be an actual family. That's a bad thing in exchange for what Cam Newton brings to the table. Are you gonna fucking sit there and be this disingenuous? Are you kidding me? In front of everybody, you're going to say Cam Newton doesn't bring shit to the table. Come on, man.
That's right. Actually, no. I do know what he offers to his female partners. In fact, when his longtime girlfriend was pregnant with their 4th child, turns out he cheated on her and got another woman pregnant.
That is horrible. But then also keep thinking about this. She's a long-term girlfriend. Not a wife, not any of that, right? Had kids with her, probably had some unprotected moments with her, but a long-term girlfriend. Notice he didn't wife her up because she's not wifey material either. So he's on to the next one, got her pregnant, but she's going to be a long-term girlfriend too. Y'all, you just proving his point. A lot of y'all are just proving his point. You guys are dumb. Like, you're literally proving his point. And at the end of those affairs that he had, were also other women who are willing to throw everything to the wind to have sex with this man, to be with this man. So you're just proving all the point that you just made up until this just got dismantled. Well, what does he offer? Why would women want him? Like, this is crazy. I mean, he just got cheated on, or he cheated on his long-term girlfriend. A, because she's not wifey material. That's why she's in a girlfriend status. And second of all, the women on the other side of the table, they want to do that. So when the affair happens, we're going to just blame the man, put the responsibility on the man, not the other woman who's involved in that, because there's women that share your chromosomes, your genetic makeup, not exact, but similar to make them female, and they are on the other end of that affair. So where's the responsibility for them? But you want to, no, you just want to come at the guy, huh? Because it's easy to just pile on. Shut the fuck up. Like when you going on that rant saying the N-word multiple times, ain't nobody forget. So how about you just stop talking about black people when they talk about women, because you're already married. Get out the fucking game. Get out the game. Nobody cares about shit like that. Stop judging other men for their preferences, because this is a fake outrage and y'all know it. I'm done with this, because people like this get me so freaking heated, because we know it's fake outrage. Like, who in the actual fuck would actually have a problem with what Cam Newton said? And if you guys don't really know what Cam Newton said, for those of you guys who are just stopping in and think I'm just going crazy over here unnecessarily, let me go ahead and just replay you what this man said, and you let me know if it sounded like he said the worst thing in the world, like this chick is trying to say.
What was that like? How was that?
So I'm not one of these dudes that be like, bro, I'm gutter, I'm this, I'm that. Man, I had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing.
He learned to how to be a perfect man. I don't say perfect because no one's perfect, but how to be a good man from watching his father. His parents were in a 36-year relationship.
I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother.
So mom, father, and grandmother. He has 2 parents in the home, which explains why he's partly successful too as well. 2 parents in the home, and grandma was also living with them. So what does that tell you? The parents also have the foresight to basically take care of their own parents. His parents took care of his own parents. And I grew up in a household like that, where we don't do nursing homes like y'all do over here. I would never dream of putting my mama in a nursing home after all the shit she gave for me. No, mama, come over here. You staying with me. That's family. So he grew up in a very secure and stable background. I don't get what the issue is.
And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, you know, girl, I'm a bad bitch. You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
You know, and it's a lot of women who are bad bitches. And I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick.
Again, he's being super respectful. Bad bitches call themselves bad bitches or boss babes. And we know that.
Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs.
So go out and do what you need to do. Be independent, which I don't see what the problem is. So go be independent, but don't ignore me as a man while you're out here doing your career. That's it. I don't get what the fucking problem is. He didn't say serve me. Like y'all like to see women like to go to the worst case scenario all the time. When y'all trying to make arguments, y'all always go to the worst possible case scenario. That's why like there's no point even arguing with y'all. Like there's no point. There's never a point arguing with you because the lens you see things will never be the same lens I see things. So why would I waste that energy? I would never waste that energy. Y'all are taking what he said and twisting it to just fit your own emotional thought processes. And that just doesn't fly. He doesn't. He didn't say anything that was offensive. And let me just be real. No one likes boss bitches. No one likes them. Again, because she's in a successful relationship and they're both successful. Like, it's the women that don't know how to control their mouth and deep down understand that they're those type of women he's talking about. They're the ones that have a problem with it. Listen, man, if y'all wonder why, listen, I'm an Igbo guy. All right, I'm Nigerian. Our Igbo, our tribe, we're a little bit different from all the other tribes, okay? Because our tribe, we don't put women down here at all. Our women in our tribe are equal to us. Like that, that's the way we've always seen it. Matter of fact, if you get in a relationship with an Igbo guy, just expect that you're gonna have to have some kind of business. Oh yeah, I expect that from you. Like, so you kidding me? Why do you think? Hey, listen, why I tell you, I'm a dick to be with. Like, if you want a relationship, you gotta really fight because I'm gonna push you. I will push you. I did the same thing with my ex. She didn't want it. It is what it is, right? You know, you move on. But I want my woman to be actively successful out there in the real world. You're not just going to sit at home. You're going to work. You're going to work. You're going to put something together. Add to my fucking empire. What the hell are you talking about? And not only that, because our women are basically put on the same level playing field as our men, literally, women go above and beyond because our one thing that the women care about more than anything else is cooking. Igbo women are the best cooks in all of Nigeria. Go ask, because we take that shit seriously. Igbo women understand that a food is a window to a man's heart, so they know how to cook. They learn how to cook. Mama's in the kitchen telling her daughters how to do it. Matter of fact, when I was younger, my mom was teaching me how to cook. Because she knew I would need it. Now I know how to cook better than most chicks were. And she was right. Because most girls I'm dealing with right now don't know how to cook at all. And I'm glad, so I'm not starving out here. But they go above and beyond with their food. That's why they're so highly respected in our tribe, in our society. We don't put women down. Women are on the same part as us men. The same thing in politics, everything. So if y'all wondering why I have such a balanced perspective on everything when it comes to men and women, and I'm not like all these other manosphere dudes, this is what I'm talking about. I came from a tribe that literally is all about balance. Men and women are right here. Matter of fact, women go above and beyond at what men do most of the time because we Igbo dudes, we just worry about our money. That's all we worry about is our paper. That's all we fucking care about. If it ain't about money, I don't want to hear it. No, that's just facts. This is what it is. Ask about it. But y'all gotta understand, man, like if you're not what that person is looking for, then you will not get chosen. It's just how the fact of life is. But you can't sit there and complain while you're not getting chosen. But we can harp on this. Can y'all hear me? It's like I froze there for a second. God damn. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, we can harp on this all freaking day long, but at the end of the day, man, it just is what it is. Commander Junior, I checked into I had to look into that fact you were telling me about the Tate bros. I don't know, man. I think we got the wrong Tate in that one. I think we got the wrong Tate. Because in an article that you put in the link, it said that the guy was 25. I think Andrew Tate's 35 years old. But either way, man, are we surprised? Are we surprised? I'm not. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Thomas Anderson says I'm good. All right. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But like, I'm just saying, like, what I'm trying to say, guys, with that, my cultural analogy that I'm trying to use is basically saying that when I see guys, when guys talk about, like, especially guys in this country, because I got to share some cultural differences with you guys, right? Guys in this country, black men, right? We have such an issue with, like, 50-50, and that's a conversation people are always having, right? And I find it interesting. I don't judge it. I don't want to say it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. The manosphere talks about it because they don't feel as though that men should go 50-50. That's fine. But from the culture that I come from, like, you're not a man unless you take care of everything. Matter of fact, to even get a Igbo woman to be your wife, okay, you got to pay a high bride price. All right, it's a high. That's why actually some of our women aren't getting married like way later. So at least we're kind of having the same problems American black women are having, but it's for different reasons, right? The bride prices are high, but you got to pay a high bride price. And the reason why you got to pay a high bride price, because that shows that the person who's interested is successful enough to do that. They're all about the paper, so they can provide and take care of their woman, and they derive joy when their woman is taken care of. You want to know how you can tell an Igbo man's wife is happy? Look at how she's dressed. Look at how she looks out to the world. That's how you know. That's our culture. I mean, y'all could judge it too. Some of y'all who don't really understand shit, I mean, y'all would say, oh, that's simping. Oh, you're simping. It's not. Like, the way your wife looks in public is how society over in our tribe judges you. That's just how it is. If your wife's out here looking dusty, raggedy, and all that, people are not going to look at you as a very successful family, right? That's just what it is. They measure you based off of that. So you pay those prices because it shows that you're the man, culturally speaking. So I never really had a problem with paying for dates or doing all these different things. I never had a problem with it because it's just a guy thing. So I'm not saying that as to, like, say, hey, this is what it is. Y'all can have your own opinion. I'm just saying that if we're going to have a conversation about what gender roles and what women and men are supposed to do, realistically, it's what you can to make it work. But either way, you guys are coming into the situation with something. And you know what comes with that bride price for Igbo women? Igbo women being the best cook in all night. Ask about it. Ask about it. Best cooks. Why? Because you paying a pretty hefty premium on that. That should come with a hefty tag. It's it's like a dowry. It's basically a dowry. Did I freeze? I froze again. My bad, guys. Like, we're running more different things to make this show, like, really pop. And please let me know how y'all liking it, by the way. Am I frozen again? God damn it. Hold up. Can you guys hear me now? Yo, we're back. All right. So yeah, it's like a dowry, Lemonade Bay. It's a dowry. It's a dowry, man. That's just basically what it is. But it's a transaction at the end of the day. That's why I don't get why we have a problem with this in this country, right? I get it, different culture, men, American black men, or mostly American men now, it seems like they want to go the whole 50-50 route. But where I come from, man, a man takes pride in making sure his woman looks good. And it's not to say like what Kevin Samuels is saying or some of these guys in the manosphere are saying is wrong, because those guys tend to have side pieces from time to time. It is what it is. It comes with success. Those rules never changes, right? And and not saying that every successful guy does this, right? But I'm just saying that that's just, you got to really find the really loyal ones. People are people at the end of the day, but traditionally and culturally speaking, you take care of your wife. If you want to know how successful that man is, look at his wife, right? So I don't know, maybe, but you know what? What ends up happening is when you pay the high bride price, you're getting a woman, you're getting a wife, a woman who's already trained to cook. And I'm saying trained, y'all. I'm gonna get canceled, dog. I already said trained, but no, like that's what we do in our culture, bro. Like it's like damn near boot camp. Like I've seen it. Like nieces and nephews I grew up with, I've seen it. Like you come in the house, girls aren't even watching TV. Right in the kitchen, right there. That's just how it is. That's the culture I come from. So, but you know that when those ladies are getting ready to get married, essentially the men who are paying that high bride price know what they're getting, and the relationships last longer because you already invested a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as I say that I'm going that route. I didn't go that route. I married an American black woman. I guess I didn't pay a high bride price. What is it? It's like $100 at the court. What do you go to? The court fees or whatever it is, right? You pay the court fees, and then 3 years later. But that's how it is, though. That's life, you know. But you know, obviously we're moving into a different era now. I just think that the shake that Cam Newton's getting is wrong. I think that we've gotten so far away from the conversation of what the roles are. I think we're all just kind of confused because I'm gonna be real. I think men right now are at a state where they're confused on even how to be men, how to just behave like a goddamn dude, right? And women are the exact same thing. And obviously there are a lot of confusions out there and things like that, but realistically, man, some things that are common sense are just common sense. If the guy has his own preference, let him have it. Just let it. It's Cam Newton. Let him have it. He's a high value guy, what it is. But guys, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think, man. We're really trying here, like the skips and whatnot. We really upgrade our internet, but like the project that we're trying to do, I hope you guys kind of, I don't know. I see it going a different way, but I know it's just cobbling all these things together. We're gonna experience some connection issues and freezing, but we're trying to put a lot together for y'all. I'm really fucking with it. But yeah, let me know what you think about this weird story, the Andrew Tate story, right? But let's just kind of harp on that just a little bit, right? I mean, what do you guys think? You know, it's nothing. I don't think it's anything serious. I think they're gonna be fine. The Tate brothers are gonna go on, you know, doing what they are good at doing. So, you know, it is what it is. But I do think that, you know, guys, as you start to come into new money, right? Because hey, listen, even though we're having a war, the economy sucks right now. There's still millionaires being created every single day. That hasn't changed. I mean, it may have dwindled a little bit, but that hasn't changed. When you get into new money, guys, you just have to understand how to spend this stuff correctly, okay? You know, some people, they go the route of just flashing things, paying for the fast life, buying the fancy cars, the watch, the shoes, right? You know, really putting all that stuff together. And you got to understand, is that really what you want to be doing? Or do you want to be living like the dudes who basically act like they don't have shit? I mean, you can look at someone like Bill Gates. You can look at someone like Warren Buffett. They're acting like your grandpa. They walking around here looking like your grandpa. Like it's funny. Billionaires and people who are actually rich are doing their best to pretend to be normal people. Like, you ever consider that? Like, you ever look at Mark Zuckerberg and how he looks? He's just wearing a normal t-shirt and shit. I mean, you look at some of these guys, Bill Gates looking like fucking, what do you call it? What are those, grandpa or weird ass uncles and shit, right? They're trying to dress as if they're normal people. And it's the people that don't really have money that are trying to dress like that they're rich. It's like, we got this shit backwards, yo. Like, it's all backwards. But like, when you come into new money, people, like, learn how to spend it right, learn how to budget right, learn how to, you know, really live, man. Don't think that flashing your wealth is an indication of like validation that you have wealth, man. As long as you know you got money, you good, son. Like, you straight. Ain't nobody else got to know your business, you know. And which was crazy. And I'm sorry, this live was supposed to happen yesterday, but any of y'all catch it? I know we share audiences. Any of y'all catch that Anton Daniels and Pocket Watch and stream? Any of y'all catch that? Look out for a video Monday, guys, or the following Monday here. There's definitely going to be a video on it. Lots of stuff we got to talk about regarding that. But there was definitely a lot of things that were eye-opening at that stream. And listen, Anton, if you're listening, when I was on JT's stream, I hope you know, like, I wasn't coming at you. There are legitimate questions that needed to be asked, right? And I mean, if you're trying to, like, I don't think the way you're trying to go about it, where you're saying, I'm not, you're trying to come at me, fuck you, and all that. Someone like PBM, I understand. Like, PBM fucked up. Like, when he dropped that, and that's another thing, bro. Like, why would you drop a video on Pocket Watcher featuring his wife right after he just said he was going to let you come on? And then when you did come on, you made a total ass of yourself. It's like, bro, I don't know if like, yo, hold on. Have you done a live video? I got to see you live stream, bro. PBM, I got to see you live stream, because I don't know if you understand, like, conversational skills and like just overall shit. But like, how you going to have a conversation with someone like Pocket Watcher with JT, and then he's basically saying, I'm gonna be fair, and you come out basically coming at him? Like, what does that got to say about integrity, bro? Like, what the fuck is that shit? He ain't do nothing to you, had nothing to do with it, and y'all just coming at his girl. And I've seen other videos too as well, coming at him, making fun of him and shit. Like, that's foul, bro. That's fucked up. Like, we don't do that shit. And then you come on the fucking live stream and you couldn't even articulate your point. You kept sticking to the petty shit. Like, my question for you, PBM, is why were you addressing the petty shit versus what that other caller was doing? That questions you should have been asking. Because then we got to start asking questions about you, bro. Like what's going on up here? Like, do you have some, like, ego shit? Like, are you suffering for some serious, like, insecurity shit? Because you looked mad insecure. Dropping that video about his wife after he agreed to do a smoke show with you, like, that's wrong, bro. Like, let's keep that shit out of, let's keep that out of this kind of politics, man. Let's keep, I know you guys are saying that she's a public figure and whatever the fuck. I get it, but she didn't ask to be in this shit. She didn't ask to be here. You pulled up on JT's live stream to talk about these other two dudes that it had nothing to do with it. And then after you felt like you didn't get what you wanted, you dropped videos on his wife. That's fucked up. Like, I don't play that. But Anton, first of all, I think that was a big mistake, you going on that stream too. Like, I don't know. Like, listen. Like, I get it, bro. Like, there are certain things. Like, see, when we come out with criticisms about, like, your attitude and how you come off, and, you know, mannerisms, and, you know, being humble, right? We talk about shit like that, right? There's a big reason why we do that. And the reason why we do that is because content creators like you that tend to do stuff like that, especially when you overdo it, well, you got to understand, Anton, that nothing lives your life. Sometimes people wake up in literal hell, Anton, okay? They don't want to wake up seeing some guy talk about Versace's in a Versace robe. All right? Sometimes they just want to wake up to facts, and you do spit facts. Like, I've not denied that. I just said for someone like me, because we're all at different levels, okay? I won't be at a level of as someone who is coming in who needs help with basic level shit, okay? So for me, your advice isn't gonna work, because I've already been there. I've already understand what we're talking about, right? So it's surface levels for me. Average is at best, all right? But I'm not saying it isn't going to work for someone who is entry level. However, you mix that all in with the persona and all these different things, right? Knowing people out there ain't living the same life you living right now, people are going to get envious and gonna dig. And you directed a lot of fucking eyeballs onto it. And what happens when you attract a lot of eyeballs? Well, ain't really much room for shadows to hide, is it? And now you're in a situation where you have to confront questions that you weren't even ready for. Like, you did not seem prepared. There were a couple of them that JT gave you on. I'm gonna have to question something on that. But my biggest, like, listen, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all real quick. Like, I would have probably rocked with Anton throughout that entire stream. Like, there were certain things that obviously you couldn't argue with, and it was kind of sus. right? Obviously, and I fuck with what he's done, right? But when it got to the part where we were talking about just naming your company, and you didn't want to do that, I knew it was over with. I knew it was over with. I knew from that moment on, Anton, you shouldn't have gone on the stream. You should have took your license, kitchen small and never grown. Matter of fact, I should probably issue a retraction for that video I did, because I should have urged you to go mainstream. You were not ready for that shit, my nigga. Anton, you were right in keeping your circle small. You're absolutely right about that. Like, hey, I'm not saying you're not gonna weather the storm. I'm not saying that, Anton. I'm just saying that oh shit, that freeze. Oh no. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think I'm back. I'm just saying, like, listen, you should have Anton, you should probably take your own advice. Okay, that's all I gotta say. You should have taken your own advice and not try to branch out. You should probably stay at home, because I'm sorry, bro, if you can't name your own company and you out here talking about business and stuff, like, at least Lord Marquardt was able to do that shit, and we were able to put the research in, and we found out that too was a lie. All right, but at least he did it, and he has no qualms in listing those companies. It's just when you say that you're not gonna name the name of your business, that's a huge red flag, bro. Like, I'm sorry, like, you can make excuses for certain things, but there are certain things that you can't make excuses for. And I get it, man. Like, people within that stream, like, and you gotta understand, Anton, like, okay, people are gonna see you as a scammer, fake it till you make it. I want to say scammer, but fake it till you make it type of person, right? But you gotta understand, that doesn't detract from what you say, right? The same rules that we apply to Kevin Samuels could apply to you too. Okay, all right, it could apply to you too. Your fake it till you make it past doesn't have to be indicative of what you're saying currently right now. It doesn't have to be. But it's the bragging, the narcissism that just makes it all worse. Like, no one cares. At this point, dude, we're just trying to help you. That's just what it is. We want you to be successful in the space, and the best way to do that is to stop this bullshit, dude. And even Pocket Watcher was trying to let you know. But you gotta, I think you gotta just figure out how to separate that. Like, we're trying to help you here. We want you to be successful. You can be successful because you can pull in great conversations. You can set people up with great networks. And I respect that. You got to give this guy his due. But you got to tone that shit down. Like, if the restaurants didn't pan out the way the restaurants panned out, it's cool, Anton. Okay, that's fine. We get it. You apologize to your people and then march forward, because they'll still rock with you. But, like, saying when JT was telling you this is the big issue, and you're not listening, I don't tell you, bro, you're going to still keep attracting hate. This is what it is. Like, you're set up to do good things, bro. Like, stop with this bullshit. Like, enough with this. Like, stop. And people are like, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Anton. If you don't pivot, if you do not make sure my internet is. You guys hear me? Can you get that queued up? All right. All right. Okay. Good. I'm back. Can y'all for real see me? We're spotting in and out. I don't know what's going on here. I might have to cut it because it's getting sorry guys. When we get this right, I swear to you guys, this shit's gonna look so fucking dope. But let me just finish. Let me finish with this Damn. Yeah, I froze, guys. I froze. Sorry, it's a lot. It's a lot. But like I was saying, when I left off is, listen, we're trying to help you, Anton. That's just what it is. Nobody wants to see you fail. Everyone wants to see you succeed. The people you've rubbed off the wrong way, they've already been rubbed off. But it's not like they weren't followers of yours at one point in time, because at one point in time they fucked with the message. So, like, dude, just get back to that message and, like, tone down some of this shit, bro. Like, you got to understand when the world is going in a different direction and flow with it. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind and your channel will suffer. Like, like, this is just, I'm not like, the funny thing is, I don't know what you were talking about on that stream where you're talking about, you were being kind of passive aggressive there. So, I mean, I was on that stream and a couple other people. I wasn't trying to get at you if that's what you were coming at, but I just got to be real with you. My statements have been the same. You got to knock it off with the arrogance. Like, people don't fuck with that shit. It's done. It's done and over. We're in a new era. It's a new time. We're just out here living, man. Just stick with the advice and you be cool. Overall, I thought it was a great conversation. There's going to be a video on it probably Monday. We'll get that going, depending on how we can get things moving. But I appreciate you guys being here, man. Like, real talk. Y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with Duke and Don. That being said, catch you on the next one.